Hi, this is Tracy, and this is my first fieldwork reflection for our 476 class. I conducted my fieldwork at Altaloma High School, which is part of Chaffee Unified School District, and I observed Mr. McBride's sophomore English class. In terms of the classroom setup, the room itself is fairly small, so there's really no place to position or group the desks other than rows facing the podium and the whiteboard. So immediately I kind of realized that we as educators must consider spacing and environment issues when we're planning our lessons or any activities. Also at the front, there's 2 television screens and a projector screen, which was used fairly often. And displayed throughout the classroom on the walls, class goals or objectives, California English Language Arts standards for grades 9 and 10, and then 11 and 12, class rules and expectations, which I thought was a good idea because, aside from having it on the syllabus, which a lot of students just put away, it's a nice visual reminder, and as well as promotes accountability. And so it's always, at least, even if they're not going to read it every day, it's still there that they can refer to. He also had an assignment calendar, which was sectioned off by each of his classes. This was a weekly calendar that was on one of the whiteboards, so he could erase and then put the new dates for the next week. So I thought that was a good idea as well. In terms of the classroom procedure, usually homework was collected at the beginning of class, and students were given a prompt on the projector screen to reflect in their journals. And then they would have a quick class discussion, usually by volunteers, about the particular prompt. And this took about 5 to 10 minutes of class in general. Usually on Mondays and Fridays, he would have a description and review of any weekly assignments, as well as grading, and then they would start the daily lesson, which obviously varied, and then the last couple of minutes he would just remind them of any upcoming assignments that were due the next class. In terms of the students, it was a pretty diverse group, and it was pretty equal in terms of male and female students. There's various personality types. Some students, I'd say about 5 to 7, are super involved in class discussions and participating. Others are pretty quiet and reserved and only speak when they're called on. He does have a class list which he marks for participation points. So if somebody participates, he makes sure to have a little check mark or a little dot next to their name, and that reflects on their grade as well. A few students are off task or talkative, but for the most part there's about 35 to 40 students in his class throughout the semester, and they were respectful of the classroom procedures as well as the teacher. Alright, so thanks for watching, and I'll talk more about my experience in my fieldwork too. Thanks.